everyone, and welcome back to English Success. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jake. Today, we're doing something super useful, sharing 25 real sentences you can use in daily life, especially if you're at the B2 level.
We won't just read them. We'll use each sentence in context, explain it, and share examples from our own lives so you really understand how to use them naturally.
Let's jump right in.
Sentence 1. I'm running a bit late. I'll be there in 10 minutes. I say this all the time. For example, if I'm on my way to a meeting and I get stuck in traffic, I'll text, "Hey, I'm running a bit late. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it sounds polite, responsible, and casual. It's perfect for everyday communication. Sentence 2. Let me check my schedule and get back to you. This is great when someone asks if you're free. Instead of saying, I don't know, you sound more professional.
Totally. I use it when someone invites me somewhere and I'm not sure. I don't want to say yes or no right away. Sentence 3. That sounds like a great idea. Positive, friendly, and so natural. For example, if Jake says, "Let's go for coffee after work," I'll respond, "That sounds like a great idea."
You can also use it in emails or messages to agree with a plan. Sentence 4. I'm not sure, but I'll find out. This one shows confidence and responsibility. Like if a friend asks, when does the train leave? And you're not sure. You don't just say, I don't know. Instead, say, I'm not sure, but I'll find out.
It's especially useful in a work environment, too. It shows you're helpful. Sentence 5. Do you have a minute? I need to talk to you. This is polite but direct. It's perfect if you want someone's attention, like a coworker, friend, or even your boss.
Yeah, and it creates a respectful tone. I use it a lot when I want to speak privately with someone. Sorry to interrupt, but can I ask you something? This is one of the most polite ways to start a conversation when someone is busy. For example, if Emma's writing an email and I need her help, I say, sorry to interrupt, but can I ask you something?
Exactly. It shows respect for the other person's time. I even use it at home when my husband is focused on something. Sentence 7. Let's take a short break and come back to it later. I use this sentence all the time when I'm working on a long task. For example, when I'm planning a podcast script and feel tired, I say to myself, let's take a short break and come back to it later.
Same here. It's perfect for studying English too. If you get tired or stuck, take a short break. Don't give up. Sentence 8. What do you think about this idea? This is a good way to ask for someone's opinion in a respectful way. I use it a lot in meetings. For example, I'll say, what do you think about this idea for our next YouTube episode?
It invites collaboration, and it's also great for practicing English conversations. Asking questions is key. Sentence 9. Let's keep it simple. Such a useful phrase when things feel too complicated. For example, if we're designing a video and Jake adds too many effects, I might say, let's keep it simple.
Haha, yet guilty. But really, this is a mindset. In English learning, too, don't overcomplicate. Start small and keep it simple. Sentence 10. I appreciate your help. Thank you so much. Never forget to be grateful. This phrase is more personal than just thank you. For example, after Emma helps me with editing, I'll say, I appreciate your help. Thank you so much.
And it makes people feel valued. You can use it in work, in life, everywhere. Sentence 11. It's not what I expected, but I'll make it work. This is a powerful mindset. When something doesn't go as planned, Maybe your class is harder than you thought, or your job is different from what you imagined. You can say, "It's not what I expected, but I'll make it work."
Yes, that's resilience. I remember when I moved to a new city and things were tough in the beginning. But instead of complaining, I thought, I'll make it work. Sentence 12. Let me double check just to be sure. I say this often at work. If someone asks me for details, I don't want to give wrong information. I say, let me double check just to be sure.
That's such a professional habit. And in English too, when you're not sure of a word or grammar, double check. It shows responsibility. Sentence 13. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. This is a great phrase when you want to be honest but still offer help. For example, when someone asks, "Is this the correct way to say it?" You can say, "I'm not 100% sure, but I think so."
Exactly. You don't have to be perfect in English, just clear and polite. Sentence 14. Let's stay in touch. I say this after meeting someone new, like at a conference or in an online course. It means, let's not lose contact.
Yes, and it's warm. For example, when I meet a student after class, I say, "Let's stay in touch," especially if I see their potential. Sentence 15. Take your time, no rush. I use this with my kids all the time. Or when someone's learning something new, I say, "Take your time, no rush." It helps people relax.
I love this phrase. It shows patience, and it's great in both personal and professional life. Sentence 16. I haven't thought about it that way. This sentence is great when someone shares a new perspective. For example, a friend once told me that failure is just feedback, and I said, I haven't thought about it that way.
That's powerful. It shows openness to learn. I use it in conversations with students too, especially when they explain their way of solving a problem differently. Sentence 17. Let's agree to disagree. This is perfect for polite arguments. Sometimes I talk with people about parenting or education, and we don't share the same opinion. Instead of getting upset, I just say, "Let's agree to disagree."
Yes, this phrase helps keep conversations respectful. In English, we don't always try to win, we try to understand. Sentence 18. That's a great point. I didn't think of that. Another excellent phrase for active listening. It encourages the other person. I remember during a team meeting, one colleague made a point I hadn't considered, and I said, that's a great point. I didn't think of that.
And that's how real communication grows. This is especially useful for students in group discussions or speaking exams. Sentence 19. I'll keep that in mind. A useful phrase to show that you're listening and will remember it. Like when my daughter says, "Don't forget my toy next time," I say, "I'll keep that in mind."
I say this when my manager gives me advice. It's respectful and helps build trust. Sentence 20. I appreciate your help. Simple but powerful. We often say thank you, but I appreciate your help is deeper. It shows you recognize the effort someone made.
Exactly. I tell my students this all the time. Even when they help clean up after class or share ideas, I say, "I appreciate your help." Sentence 21. Let me double check that. This is a polite way to say, "I'll make sure it's correct." I often say this when someone asks me about a grammar rule or schedule. Like, "Is our meeting at 3? Let me double check that."
Same here. It shows that you're being responsible and careful. Native speakers use it all the time, especially at work. Sentence 22. That makes sense. A great way to show understanding. If someone explains something complicated and you finally understand it, just say, that makes sense.
Right. and it sounds much more natural than just saying okay or I understand. I use it even when my toddler explains something in her own way, just to encourage her. Sentence 23. It depends. This is a short, flexible answer. If someone asks, is English hard? I usually say it depends on your attitude, your practice, and how much you expose yourself to the language.
Exactly. It's a great way to give a thoughtful answer, especially when there's no simple yes or no. Sentence 24. Sorry for the misunderstanding. This one is polite and useful when something goes wrong. Maybe you said something and the person took it the wrong way. I've used this phrase many times in business emails.
Me too. It shows you're not blaming anyone, just calming the situation. Very mature and professional. Sentence 25. Let's get started. We say this all the time. It's friendly, motivating, and useful at the beginning of meetings, classes, or even workout sessions.
Yes, I say it to myself every morning when I open my laptop. It helps create a positive mindset to begin the day.
That was a lot of fun, Jake. I think these 25 sentences can really help English learners sound more natural and confident in everyday situations.
Absolutely, Emma. And remember, learning these phrases is just the beginning. The real magic happens when you actually use them in real conversations.
And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to English Success for more real-life English tips, motivation, and weekly inspiration.
Thanks for spending time with us. Until next time, keep learning, stay consistent, and remember, you're doing great.
Bye for now.